I don't know if I'm too happy to see the Edmonton Oilers there. As much as I want Connor to win, I can't get behind the Oilers.
Is it the
It's
Canadian
the
thing? Like
Canadian. It
it is
is,
the
yeah,
Canadian thing. Yeah, that's
yeah.
fair. That's fair, man. I think last year I cared a lot more about it. Like not like in the back of my mind being like, I don't know if I
I
want to.
it's also the Canadian thing, and also how many former Leafs are on that team as well.
Yeah,
Like
we should have
us,
got in that Star Series. Imagine if we got like here's the Finnish Mafia lineup versus the
the
ex
Leafs.
Leafs Mafia.
Well, it would have
That
had
would
to
have
be
been
like
bad.
it would have been like a combined. It would have been a combined lineup, right? That's how you get. You have now on the Oilers like Connor Brown. I know
Yeah,
Zach Hyman. I think that will be
he'll be in
such
the
a.
stands. He'll be.
But not
He's
having
got
him
his.
on the ice is
Oh,
a
well, without a doubt, without a doubt.
big loss for them. But you know what? I will say, you lose Zach Hyman, but you also gained the Evander Kane to start the playoffs, and I think Evander Kane has been pretty solid
Yeah. Oh
after
yes,
missing all that
100%.
time.
You
Like he's
also
been,
lose Zach Hyman, you get Matthias Ekholm from his
and
injury.
you get
So
Matthias
I mean,
Ekholm
not in the
back
same
too.
slot, but you get stuff like that. The Evander Kane stuff goes, I think, under the radar in terms of the like we love to talk about LTIR shenaniganery, especially for like the Florida Panthers. Edmonton Oilers were very much complicit this year. Evander Kane looked pretty, like you said, just happened to be ready for playoffs. He looked pretty good. So
Yeah, I a hundred
yeah,
percent right. Like
yeah.
if
So many teams
you're
do it now where I can't even be that mad. Like I can't.
no, I wish more teams would just do it. So it's like it just like I know now it's like oh you're not really supposed to speak about it, but it's like
It sounds like so. First, we recently got like I forget who put it out. Maybe last year someone said like league will be paying more attention to this stuff. So that was like the
uh,
warning shot. First off, yeah, that I don't really think
congrats.
that happened. B, I think we have gotten reports that it will be like resolved by next CBA. And as far as we know, next CBA, look like we're in pretty good shape for it to get done. Like we should not expect it to drag on. We might even get it like next week. Like
Soon,
that's
yeah.
kind of yeah. So hopefully this isn't a problem anymore. But I just thought yeah, like we love to get on Florida and teams of the past like Vegas and Tampa who did it. But I don't know. I think if Edmonton does it this year, you will hear about it afterwards. But yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah,
I've been thoroughly impressed with the Oilers. I forget. Did you have the Oilers winning in round one, or did you go Kings?
I went Kings.
Okay, so we're both idiots. Okay, right? So we both
Oh,
fell
well,
on our face with that.
we looked. I thought after two games, I was like, oh my god,
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
I was like, my god, my genius is just too astounded.
Oh
They lost the
yeah,
first two games, and guess what? They went 12-2 after that. Like, how
yeah, yeah,
ridiculous are these? Like, I don't know. For some reason, like this to me doesn't really ever. Even last year, it just didn't ever seem like a team to
yeah,
make it all the way to the final, like with all the pieces that they have. But for some reason, they're the greatest sum of their parts is just like you said. You talked about it with Dallas, getting that
yeah, yeah.
extra, going to that extra level in
Some
the
like
playoffs.
yeah, out of everyone, yeah,
I don't think there's a team in the playoffs right now that takes it to the next level above their
yeah.
what their
What you
perceived
expect from them regularly,
expectation
yeah.
is. Yeah, other than the Edmonton Oilers.
You're a
They're
thousand
getting
percent
Kasperi
right.
Kapanen to get OT winners for them.
Yeah,
Like come
yep.
on. Like really?
No, no, I'm totally in lockstep with you, and yeah, like I said, like I doubted them from beginning of the playoffs. I doubted them in round two. I had Vegas. I doubted them in round three. I
I
had
did too.
Dallas. Jesus, man, like I cannot doubt them
Am I
this
going to
time. I
doubt again?
cannot.
I'm going to doubt against them too
Okay, okay,
in the Cup final, and
okay.
I'm just gonna wait to fall flat on my face again because I
Hey,
know it's gonna happen.
man, yeah, like I'm fully bought in. Call me gullible, but everything McDavid has been saying, especially just after they won the series, like I'm eating it up. I'm eating it up, talking about how, these games are emotional and they've still got a lot left in the tank. I forget his exact verbiage, but he basically said like we know the job's not done and we have the energy to get it done.
God.
We talk about it where it's like some teams in the first round, that is their Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Last year for the Edmonton Oilers, getting to the Cup was kind of the pinnacle, and then everything else was gravy. No, this year it's all business. The job is not done, and I like you just that absolutely shone through in their play, how they acted as a team after winning the conference final, McDavid's interview. I'm thoroughly impressed from top of the lineup, bottom of the lineup. I think the one guy, you can tell me if you agree here, the one guy that I think deserves like a supreme shout out is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who I believe now is third in playoff scoring behind, the two Monstars in front of him.
Yeah,
and he's got 18 points.
I was gonna say, I think in the top 5. Oh, I guess Bouchard is in the. He's tied for 5th right now, but in the top 5, it's the Monstars. Then it's Nuge at 4, and then Evan Bouchard tied for 5 alongside Kyle Connor, who had 17 points in that
two series.
In 2 series, really. That surprises me. And Barkov, right?
KFC, and Barkov, So on Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, if you want to do me a favor there, Dave, click on Hopkins, Nugent-Hopkins stats there if you've got him. Take a look at his playoff resume, just on his career. He shows up. I think outside of his first playoffs, he's been just consistent as he can be.
So yeah, there is definitely a thing to that. So since 21-22, 16 games, 6 goals, 14 points. 22-23, 12 games, only 1 goal, but 11 points. Last year, 25 games, 7 goals, 22 points, so just under a point a game. And now this year, 16 games, 18 points, just over.
And on his career, what are his numbers there?
The before that, like 20.
Like just what? Yeah, like what are his totals? What are his total? Like, do you have like how many playoff games he's played and how many points total?
I think
it's like no problem. Yeah, I think it's like 85 games played and like 77 points. Like he's just under a point per game. Like he's just been exactly what you need him to be.
The legwork's been done over the past 4 years because his first playoff. So when they went to would have been the Anaheim when they lost to Anaheim in the
I think he had like 4 points or something.
He did. He only had 4 points and no goals either. So not great like debut, but as he's gotten older and as he's matured, he's really taken that the playoff performer to the next level. Like he's really taken up that mantle as a guy to be dependent on. And somebody else who I listen, we kind of know his exploits, but Corey Perry as well, playing alongside Connor McDavid, has just been frankly electric. It looks like 2007, 2008 Corey Perry, 2006, 2007 Corey Perry once again. Like it's crazy how he's turning back the clock too.
He's now going into his 6th final, right? So he's 1-4 right now. I believe from when I looked at this a couple days ago, he's I think the 78th player in NHL history to reach his 6th final. How many of them do you think have 2 cups or less?
Probably
78.
I'm trying to even think like of the 78 of them, how many of them played pre-1967? I would say like 50 of them. And if that's the case, when it's only 6 teams, those guys at least had 2 cups, I would say, right?
So there's 2 guys. There's 2 guys. I don't have any. I got to pull up their names, but they are both, I believe, from like the 40s. And one of them, the only team he played on was the Leafs. And the other one, the only team he played for the Leafs and Bruins in that time. And I think both of these guys went to 7 cup finals, and they only had 1 cup, 1 or 2 cups. I should have had this ready, but basically, like if Corey Perry loses, like he will enter this exclusive club.
What a club to join!
Yeah, I know it's an interesting one. The other crazy stat I've seen, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, is just like how many playoff games he's played since 2000 compared to teams around the league. There's 4 teams that haven't played as many games as him. I was just shocked by the teams on that list. Did you see this or no?
No, I didn't.
So the 4 teams that he himself as an individual has played in more playoff games than are the Bruins, the Lightning, the Penguins, and the Sharks. He's played more playoff games than all 4 of those
That over the
teams.
Sharks. The Sharks were making they made multiple at least conference final runs, I would say.
Yeah.
Wait, the Penguins too, you said?
Yes.
The team that made it to back-to-back Stanley Cups?
Yes.
Really?
Okay, so you know what? Actually, so this is actually what it is. Okay. I found it here now. You know what it is? It's actually that he has more playoff games than, I guess, any team. Those are actually the 4 leaders.
Those are the ones that
games.
he...
That makes a lot more sense.
That
you know what?
Someone
Someone told me this stat and asked me to guess the 4 teams he has more games than, and I was struggling. And then they told me that, and I'm like, wait. Those are the 4 teams that the Leafs play. Like, you told me the Leafs have more playoff games. Like, it didn't math. Now the math. So he's actually just better than everyone. Like, he's just got played in more playoff games than everyone.
Yeah.
Crazy.
How far behind is he to number 1? Like, who's number 1 on that list? Is Boston?
I think he... Yeah. So he's at 230. Pittsburgh is at 219. That's where he's at.
Yeah. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, that is frankly, like...
The other stat I saw is I think if the series goes to 6 games, he will be 3rd all time in playoff games played.
Wow. That is a stat.
Number 1 is Chris Chelios, who I think still has some distance from him. I don't remember who number 2 is, but yeah, I think if it goes 6 games, he gets into the top 3.
Even him being in the top 5, like, I don't know if when you draft Corey Perry as an Anaheim Duck back in 2003.
You're just saying let's win a cup at some point. That's what you're like. That's to say that
imagine
he
telling
all time.
Yeah, imagine saying he's top 2 all time. Right now, top 3 is already ridiculous.
What does Ryan Getzlaf think about this? Seeing his old running mate just still going at it here. He's just still chugging along.
Time to go shine his head.
This is what happens when you join the Department of Player Safety. Is all appreciation for you gone.
Yeah,
gone.
I mean, I didn't like him as a player either, but whatever.
Fair. All right, let's wrap up with our let's lock in some predictions here.
100%. I mean, I already kind of gave it away. I told you.
Me too.
I told you I'm still
throw some games on it. Okay.
See, I'm gonna say 7 again, just. Going based off of what we saw
nice storybook ending
last season, but now this year, if they go 7,
so Oilers win 3 in a row, and then Panthers storm back to get to Game 7.
I don't know. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be back and forth or if one team's kind of going to take a hold of the series. And I think if one team is going to take a hold of the series, I don't think it's going to be the Panthers. I agree. Just based on how good the Oilers have been, I think the Oilers might hold on to it. Now it kind of will remain to be seen if they can take it and then also hold on to it. I think that's going to be the hardest part because we saw with the Leafs go up 2-0 in the series. They're painstakingly close to going up 3-0 in their series, and the Panthers they claw rare. Panthers they just claw their way right back. They know how to win
that series. Did the Panthers win that series or did the Leafs beat themselves?
Oh yes, 100%. But I think also that also kind of discredits what the Panthers do.
Yes.
Too, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying it more just like the Leafs had a winnable series, and that bodes well for the Oilers because they should be a better team than the Leafs, obviously. You're saying in 7. I will say in 5. I am saying the Oilers in 5 here.
Oilers in 5.
For all the reasons you said, just in terms of like the Oilers can just keep chugging along. We saw Florida start a series sleepy before. I think the Oilers take a just chokehold on the series early. I think they go up 2-0, and I just really think that they're going to do it. I think they're just going to leave no doubt, and it's just going to be an emphatic win. I really do.
Then now just quickly going to the last 2, I guess like celebrated super. I don't know if it's like the last 2 teams to do. No, I guess it would be the last 2 teams to go to 3 straight. Or back-to-back Cup Finals. I don't know what the stat is, but it's like Wayne Gretzky in the 80s.
So this is it's not even like
it's just cherry-picked, right?
It's cherry-picked in the sense of like here's like like just the great ones, right? So yeah, Gretzky loses to the Islanders, then goes back, plays the Islanders, and beats them. Crosby loses to the Red Wings, rematch, beats them. And yeah, no, history's lining up for McDavid to get the rematch and beat the Panthers. Hopefully, I don't know. It is too. It's the scriptwriter's been crazy here, Dave. Like that is just.
It has been.
That's a chef's kiss of a.
That would be.